What's up, guys? It's Fingers, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a behind the music slash tutorial slash how I do things when I make music. My programs that I use are mainly Reason and Ableton. Today we're just going to do everything in Reason. I like Reason. Some people don't like it. They say it gives stuff like a certain sound. I like it. I like the sound that it gives out. I get there's definitely benefits and pros and cons to using whatever software you're going to use, but I like Reason. It's got a good layout for me. It's like a physical, rack where you've got everything wired up in the back, and everything's kind of very tactile, and like you could reach out and touch it and turn knobs. And so, I like Reason. This is Reason 5 that I'm running. But yeah, I'm just going to play a little bit of this track I'm working on called Rocket Boots. That's going to go on VGM3. It might change the title. I don't know. I like the track Rocket Boots. It's kind of cool. But yeah, here's just a little bit of that. Actually, alright, cool. Yeah, here we go. So I figure that's a good place to stop right there, just to kind of go over what's going on. So we've got our main kick going on here. It's just an 808. I have this thing soloed out at the beginning. It's just a basic pattern that I did on my keyboard, and then that kind of loops around. We'll add some other drums that we've got going on here. Let's see. We have our hi-hats and our snare right here. And with that, I'm using the redrum sequencer. It's just like an old, drum machine. And that, I've just written in a bunch of patterns with my hi-hats. And I lay those out. Let's see, okay, so our next voice we have here comes in kind of just like a vocoder. Then I put some reverb with, let's see, it's like a hall setting, just to give it that big hall-like reverb. Yeah, a lot of this stuff makes sense when you just say it out loud. And then, let's see, so after that we have our bass art, which is, it's pretty 80s. We'll mute this other track so we can hear that. I've been getting a lot of like 80s style, synths and just sounds lately. This is mainly done through an arpeggiator, and I use arpeggiators a lot. And what an arpeggiator does is you can take a note or a voice, and then play that out. Let's unmute it, that'll help. And if you play that that voice, that's the normal voice. But if I run it through an arpeggiator, then holding it down will give you, and I've got this pattern to do, 3/16 notes after resting one of them. So it's a rest and then 3 on. So, and arpeggiators are great because you can lay down chords with them and then go around the chords. So you know, and I'm just holding these down. Yeah, that's really farty. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, that's, you know, arpeggiators help out a lot, especially giving, you know, rhythm and stuff. But yeah, that's the bass that I'm working on. Let's see. This was kind of just a weird sound that I thought kind of went with it. Sounded cool. Just gives it a little variation on the fill. This is the next sound that we've got. It's like a kind of a gated choir. It's just going with the chords that we've got going. And that's, you know, also I'm just laying it down and you know, on my keyboard, and then just letting it play out. Let's see. So this is my first tutorial on making these, you know, kind of beats and stuff, so I'm just taking my time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you do. If you don't, hit that damn thumbs down button and be a jerk about it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have this other percussive noise. It's just like the end of the measure. It's just a nice little yeah, and that's actually a loop that I used, and what I did was take out the loop part of it, like the full loop. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. And I've actually got a equalizer on it. Yeah, so that's the full loop. And sometimes I'll take loops and deconstruct them, and, you know, because most of the time they're just really good drum sounds. That's the main thing I'll use a loop for. It's just the textures themselves are really good. So we'll have this come in just right there on the end, and with the other drums, you know, it fills out a lot more. So it comes in, and later it's taken out. Yeah. So let's see what else we got here. All right, so then we have our melody part, which is it's the main lead in here, which has a reverb, and also with that last little voice that we were talking about with the drum fill, that had a high pass filter on it, so none of the lows are coming through at all. You're only hearing the highs. You know, it's got a little bit of low end, like past 156 hertz. So, you know, you get a little bit in there, but I took out a lot of that bass action in there. So let's see. Our next thing we have is the melody. And I will take out the rest of these. Cool. Yeah, so the lead melody, I also have this it's the Scream sound destruction unit. I've got its own lane that's going on right here. It's, you know, going up and down with a couple of these variables. We've got the tone and frequency going up and down. That's what's giving it this growing sound. So yeah, it's kind of like a glitch mobby electronic or electric guitar kind of sound. Let's see what else we have going on after that. Yep, another deconstructed loop just at the end. We have just right there on the and of 4, just a little white noise going on. Let's see. The next voice we got going on. A lot of tracks in this one. I normally don't do all these tracks, but and then some people do hundreds of tracks on stuff, but Yeah, it's got another kind of vocodery type sound to go along with the sound that we had earlier, which was this. We'll add that to it and you'll hear how that all sounds. So, you know, at the beginning of the track, it's just the first vocodery type sound. And then it comes in later with the lower end of it. Alright, so that's about where we stopped at in playing the whole song. So now we'll pick up where we left off with this big build up that we have here. So I'll let that play real quick. Alright, so I had a lot going on there in that second half, so we're going to go through that one by one again, and I'll talk about stuff. Alright, so one of the keys to a build-up, especially in EDM-based stuff, and just anything, basically. If you have something going up in pitch slowly, it makes tension, and so with this voice, we have that. And it's a Thor synth that we've got going, and I'm slowly opening up the mod wheel and slowly picking up the pitch. And you can just hear that barely, you know, you just barely get up there, but it is going up. So, you know, you've got that big build, and that creates tension. So yeah, just pitch bend it up like a half step or a step, and you'll be good. You definitely don't want to do too much. I've heard people do a whole lot, so actually never mind. Let's see. After that, we've got our white noise, I believe. Yes. Which sounds like crap right now coming through, because it's not going through the side chain, and that's important because that's what we did in the track. So what a side chain does, layman's terms, it basically uses one signal as an indicator to drop out another signal. So when you've got, you know, the bass drum hitting, it's taking out another sound. So you've got this going on. That's an easy way to explain that. So with this, we have the kick going on a 4 count, you know, just quarter notes, and it sounds like this. So, you know, you get this kind of suction action, and with the full, you know, everything going on. You just get that kind of slow sizzle down sound. Oh man, that ringing. What is that? Something's ringing. Alright, so let's see. Next we have our other ARP coming up. which looks like it's going to be another Thor synth. Yeah, Thor synths are awesome. So yeah, that comes in really fast arpeggiator. 64th note. So yeah, we had a couple of things going on there. It was going through the 64th note, and then it went to 16th note at the end. It also changed up the pattern, the up and down pattern of the notes that were played. And then this was just, let's see, 8 notes, played down together to create that chord. And then on top of everything, you just, you get that. So that's good. That's good. Let's see, what else do we have? All right. This is our what chant, and with this I threw another Scream sound destruction unit on it. Without the sound, it's that sound that what sound that a lot of people have been using lately, or from a while ago. I've used it in a couple of my remixes, like the Parasite remix and a couple other things. But yeah, with this Scream, I've got the digital setting on it, and the rate and the rate and the resolution kind of low, so it gives it that bit crushed sound. Yep, just doing that on 8th notes, and then let's see what we have here. This is our kind of 80s bass to close it out with. It was kind of a last minute thing. Might stay in, might not. That's the thing. You can if you like something, you don't like it, and end up taking it out. That's fine. You get attached to stuff, and you kind of like how it sounds, and then as the track progresses, you end up not liking the thing you did a while ago, and that's probably a good idea to go back and take out things that don't sound as good. But for right now, it's in at the end. There's a funky little bass throw in there. Let's see, and then we've got another arpeggiator going on right here that is affected with Scream and equalized. So yeah, it's pretty dirty sounding without the Scream, and then got the Scream coming in, actually doing some adjustments later on with it. It gets even more gritty and low bit. So yeah, when that all kicks in at the end, it's just all together. Yeah, and that's all the layers combined. Mixing wise, it's really all over the place. Just levels. Something's too hot, you bring it back. Something you can't hear it, bring it up. Try to do EQing so you don't get a lot of mixed frequencies. This track definitely needs some cleaning up mix wise and EQing wise. But this is where it's at right now. Another great thing in Reason is its mastering suite. You can do a lot with it, and then from there put it in and do additional mastering if you want. There's definitely better ways to master than Reason, but Reason does have its own little mastering suite in it that's good. I normally throw on the compressor and the stereo imager and set my X over frequency at about just wherever the bass is kind of chilling. I'll have it split so the bass is coming through mono and everything else is coming through stereo and wide. With that going on, I've see, here's the normal, and
and then here's just the solo low band, so all that's coming through just mono, and then this is all coming through high. Yep, and then EQ the track at the end. I haven't done any of that yet, but EQ it all at the end if it needs a big warm EQ on the whole thing. And yeah, that's about all we got for today. Hopefully this was helpful. If you learned something or have any questions, leave a comment. And yeah, this is Fingers. This is the first Behind the Music. Hopefully I'll do some more. Leave some comments. Let me know if you liked it. If not, you can leave a comment too. I don't care. But yeah, Fingers out. What's up, guys? It's Finger. Oh God.